Hello everyone, and welcome to D and Dino, our little prologue series two-parter that we are doing of, well, it's like the Stranger Things D&D set that we're doing.
You do say two-parter, Brayden, but there has already been 3 episodes, so...
Well, I mean,
Second recording. Session, yes.
Session for us.
We'll finish it up today, do you think?
Yes, yeah. We'll finish our little Stranger Things adventure, and then next time... we'll be jumping into the world of cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be freaking dope.
And that will make my cyberpunk foreground and all this stuff make sense.
It looks very sci-fi for a D&D show, but that's fine. And yeah, we'll be diving straight back into it. So last time we met our intrepid adventurers. That's a word that fits that sentence, right?
Should we maybe introduce ourselves first?
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm Brayden. I'm your DM. And who have we got at the table here?
Floppy?
Oh, sorry. My name is Floppy, but I am playing Aussie of the Born. I'm a pretty charismatic little bard.
Sure you are.
I'm heaps charismatic. Shut up.
I'm Ben, and I'm playing a Ranger, level 3. And my name is Chippendale Riku. So I'm Chippendale Riku Ranger.
I forgot about that.
Yes, so did I. I didn't really understand what your name was. My name's Dan, and I am playing Gurn Garson, who's a half-elf wizard. I'm neutral good. I'm not sure what that means. Is that what I am?
After the children you killed last
I'd say
time.
you're very chaotic neutral.
Neutral. Just neutral. Can't trust a neutral.
Bless you. So yeah, last time our adventurers found out there was a Thessal Hydra causing some trouble. And they've been tasked with cutting off all the heads and bringing them all back and getting paid.
Yeah.
They tracked it down, followed it down towards this little cavern area where they ran into some troglodytes. Some may or may have not been children. Some may or may not have not been brutally murdered.
For no reason.
We then had an encounter with a Demogorgon, which was a actual pretty tough fight for you guys.
No, it wasn't. We abolished... there's only legs left.
You did end
It's
up
only because I
wrecking it.
wizarded in front of him and just blew him away with a fireball in his face.
Dan did teleport through a crevice to chase it into a labyrinth.
What about the bear trap and all the...
There was a lot of setup.
Brilliant setup by
That
your
scratched him a bit.
Riku Ranger.
I can't remember what input I had to that fight.
It wasn't much.
Weren't you unconscious and asleep?
No, he had a longbow. Oh, you held the rope as the...
I held the rope, ladies and gentlemen.
With our good mate, who was a little bit of a high troglodyte.
Yeah, so with the troglodytes, are they coming with us now?
They are way too scared to go with you guys.
Even the one who Floppy gave illicit substance to.
Yeah, that guy's stuff's going to be running out in about 20 minutes. So.
Oh, I got him covered.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
That's all good.
So where are we?
So
what are we about to do?
Where we left off, the three of you have now met up on the other side of this crevice that we're at.
We're rested.
And you're currently standing around what remains of the Demogorgon's body. And
can we eat it? Just
oh.
Well, Dan fried it, so there's
I mean, if you want,
I'm used to survival.
Demogorgon.
You do have a bag of apples. I don't know why you'd want to eat that.
I just want to try it.
I mean, do you want to try it?
Well, what are the consequences if I try it?
Well, I mean,
cursing?
We'll find out.
Yeah, right. I'll have a little nibble.
All right, Ben.
Roll for initiative.
Let's have a look. What's gonna go on here?
I want to try some roasted demogorgon. Bear in mind, it's been roasted by Dan's flame hands.
It has been cooked, so it's not raw.
So it's not raw.
You won't get
no bacteria.
The thing from when you eat raw chicken. What's that?
Salmonella?
Yeah, you won't get salmonella. That's all right. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure you get something, though.
Yeah, you're definitely going to be getting something.
Yeah, powers.
His stern looks of disgust.
Oh, bless.
He killed a child!
I didn't.
He didn't eat it.
Well, didn't give him the chance to.
Yeah, I have still got him in my rucksack for later.
Bless.
All right, how are we going, Brandon?
So is there actually something you can look up?
Ben, I want you to describe what part of the Demogorgon you're eating.
The crispiest, you know how his legs and his arms were just left?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to pick up a leg, and the really crispy bit at the top, I'm just going to take a little bit and just a small morsel.
Okay. Okay, that's all right.
Just see what
Pretty
it's
sure
like.
you're gonna go to the other side.
So you have a little bit of a nibble.
Yep.
See what it's like. It is a bit chickeny.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of like if chicken was really like
Cursed.
no, if it was really like tendony. Like if it had
a bit gamey.
yeah, it's
like
really
chicken
gamey.
thigh.
Pickers can't be choosers.
The thigh's the best part.
I was gonna say it's definitely not thigh. Thigh's nice.
Oh, I hate it.
But yeah, it's just really like you keep like reaching these points. It almost feels like what's it like? What's the like cartilage stuff? Like there's a lot
Marrow?
of there's a lot of cartilage everywhere. And
Gristle.
you are poisoned for the next 10 minutes.
So what does that mean?
So that means you're gonna have a disadvantage on a bunch of checks.
Sweet.
And you're probably gonna lose a little bit of health as well.
Had to eat it.
We're making it so that you guys rested in this time when you came through
So
and
none of ourselves is
met
poisoned.
around it.
Sorry, Brayden.
Yo,
Can I please have one of my magic apples?
okay, yeah, you could definitely have a magic apple.
I'm gonna eat a magic apple.
Perfect. You regain what hit points you've currently lost from your poison, so you're at full health for now. We'll see how that goes.
I thought it cured my poison.
No, it doesn't cure your poison.
Oh.
No. Bless.
Let's go.
All right, so what you guys are looking at here as you're looking out in front of... I'm just noticing that our music is very quiet. There we go. You're looking out into this massive cavern. You can't even see how far it goes. What you can see is there's the surface that you guys are on right now, where the Demogorgon has been absolutely obliterated by a teleporting Dan. It leads to a very skinny stone path that leads down, and it's this cavernous drop that just leads into the abyss, what looks like. It leads down towards what looks like, quite legitimately, Jim Henson and David Bowie's The Labyrinth. It is just massive stone temple walls leading every which way, overgrowth over everything, lots of like gunk and muck and massive spider webs, and just it does not look like fun. And way off in the distance, there's this tiny little light that you can see, this like deep dark purple light, and that's on like a pillar that is like way off on like what looks to be the opposite side of how far you can see, but there's definitely a lot more of the labyrinth behind it as well. So yeah, that's where we're heading off.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to lead our way?
I'll give it a go because I have significant experience in studying, tracking, and hunting monstrosities, and seeing as how we're after this Thessal Hydro, maybe I should have a look to see which way it went so we can...
How dark is it?
Oh yeah, how dark is it?
It's dark.
Oh.
It's
But we got torches, right?
I've got dark vision.
You do have your torches.
I've got dark vision as well.
So you guys have dark vision. Maybe we should do the 1-2-1
yeah,
thing
that's
again. So someone... Maybe...
I'll go last because I got no hit points.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no,
you go
you
first,
can
Floppy?
heal up Dan after the fight. That
No,
was
I think
all.
like I'm just a weak person.
Oh, you're a weak person. Okay, that's fine too.
So
Okay,
if you
so-
lead the way and I tell you, I'll sort of track alongside or
Yeah.
behind you.
So if I'll lead the way and I can tell you what I see. So I've got. So I can.
Actually,
I've
no,
got-
I'm going to light a torch.
All
if I
right, so
can.
you're going to be in the middle with a torch?
Yep. Just so
Okay.
I can see what's going on. So it's down to 9.
That
So-
works.
Well, I can see a 60-foot radius as if it was bright light and dim. Are we in dim light or are we in blackness?
Well, it'd be dim now because I've got a torch.
It's dim with the torch, but like further ahead of you, you can only see so far. The only reason you can actually see like over the top of the labyrinth walls and everything is from this purple light. It's kind of casting a bit of light just above it, but it's only enough to make out that this place is huge and twisty and turny and maze-like.
Okay.
I'd like to use my dark vision just to see, is there anything ahead of us that may possibly cause trouble? Is there anything with this tiny little path that we're on?
It doesn't look like the path is going to be too much of a worry. I'm invoking the visual element of it's that one path from like it's similar to those paths in Lord of the Rings when they're in the mines of
Okay, yeah.
Moria and stuff.
Yep.
Like
I'm with
those
you.
deep ones down
I
there.
watched that this week. I mean,
There you
I
go.
assume
Dan did homework.
a
for
human
this.
version did, not me.
Okay, so how do I go about sort of tracking the Thessal Hydra.
So we'll continue with you tracking along. So Floppy will be in front, correct?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm kind of just behind him.
Yeah, you're sort of, you reach a T-junction or whatever, and you'll make decisions together.
Yep.
That's all good. But yeah, tracking it and everything, you can definitely see that there's like massive like scuff marks across this whole thing. It's almost like this little stone path that leads all the way down is way too small for the Thessal Hydra. So the Thessal Hydra actually like clings to each side of it and like crawls across it that way. It's like, imagine like a rat crawling across like
a rope.
a rope. It looks like that, and it's like it's scratched up the sides and everything.
So we can't see the Hydra from where we are since we're above the maze?
No.
Is there a building or anything at the end of the maze, or a place we kind of think we should go to?
It definitely seems like you should aim for this pillar with this purple light coming from
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
All right, we'll head towards that.
Can we jump onto the top of the maze so we don't have to go in the bottom part and just run along the wall bits?
Do you want to climb up it?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, go up top. Yep.
All right. I like it.
Do we have to get on each other's shoulders?
Fun fact, this is not pre-recorded. This is live. And then we release this afterwards as a recorded version. But yes, so you guys want to get on each other's shoulders to like help each other up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay.
Well, how elfly am I? I have seen Lord of the Rings or heard of it. Because, I've seen that they have quite nimble abilities. Do I have that as a half elf?
You're fairly nimble as it goes, but you're not particularly trained in it. Your wizard studies definitely
Got in the way?
Yeah, you're more of a math kid than a gym kid.
You're a nerd.
But you know, you're nimble enough that like if one of the other guys wanted to hoist you up, it wouldn't take too much effort.
Okay.
I'll hoist you up.
I would like to be... I'll go up first because I'm the smallest, obviously.
Yep.
And
Ready?
do I have to roll for this or anything?
I'll get you to roll me an acrobatics, and Ben, I'll get you to roll me a athletics.
Athletics. Okay, I've got a +5 on athletics, by the way,
All right, cool. So
with a dot next to it.
who wants the left? Who wants the right?
I'll go the left. I've got a dot +5.
All right, here we go. Left. That's a 4 and a 5.
Oh, but
Does
what
that
about my
mean
pluses?
So what did you have? You had a plus.
I had a dot and then +5.
Oh, okay. So +5 plus your proficiency. So it's 9 plus your proficiency is what? 2.
Where's my proficiency again?
Above your skills.
Above my skills, proficiency
Bonus there.
+2.
Plus. Okay. So yeah. So 11. Okay, it's passable. It's all right. Dan, what's your acrobatics looking like?
My acrobatics is +2.
Okay, so we're looking at a 7. You're gonna.
So I just sort of throw him and he goes flying.
Just hit the
over.
wall. I just hit the wall and bounce back onto the ground.
You're like, you almost reach the lip and like you almost get to be able to grab on, but you just scramble for it a little bit. In fact, like all this sort of black goop just sort of comes down and like your hands are now covered in just this yucky muck.
Yuck.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. This maze is not.
Can I taste it?
Nice. I mean, if
No,
you
I'm
wanna
not going
lick
to
his
taste
hands.
it.
How many apples do you have?
All right. So with that,
So what? We can't get up there. Is what you're saying? There's too much goop. that
No, we
can't
could
climb
do
up
it
top.
again. We could try again.
I was gonna say if you wanted to try again, it wasn't a great attempt.
I'll give it a shot with him.
If the two of you wanted to work together to get Dan up, that would
Alright,
work.
we'll
a little
chip
bit
and
better.
Dale, just do it properly next time.
Chip and Dale.
I upheld my hand of the bargain, Butterfingers. So,
No, you didn't. You hardly even threw me properly.
You threw him into a wall.
Brayden,
Yeah,
did I throw him properly?
you threw him all right.
But enough to get him. If someone,
Enough.
you know,
if
knew what they were
the other
doing.
side of it had hit a certain amount, then it would have been fine.
Yeah. So you could say that out of the two of us, I passed and he failed. Yeah.
If you wanted to break it down,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
binary,
We'll
ones and
break it down
zeros.
like that. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. So
Alright.
I passed and you failed.
So Floppy and Ben, you're gonna help pick Dan up.
Yep.
and
There it goes.
bit of one leg each. Shove
Steady
him
as we
up.
go.
Yep. All right.
All right, so here we go. I'm giving disadvantages. That's
Oh!
a 20.
Which one of us was that?
Well, that's both of you.
Both of us rolled together. +5.
Yeah,
Plus 2.
And I've got
Dan-
an acrobatics of +4.
Dan, no
27,
matter what you
30.
do in this scenario, you're getting up on top of that wall. You could just T-pose, you could ragdoll.
I'm pretty sure I just let off a massive elf fart.
Is that like a bit magical? Or?
As you went up.
Yeah.
And is it like he just gracefully just lands on the top, standing up?
Yeah, like
He
Dan
does a
yes.
double flip as well.
Oh, you want to flip him?
Pike. I want a pike in there as well, thank you.
He's basically Orlando Bloom.
There we go. 10 points from the Russian judge, and we're moving on with that. You're just going to help plant a little rope and help them up, I assume?
Not since Ben paid me out.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
No, I've got a little rope.
I'll
Yeah,
make my own way up.
No, do we have a rope?
I was
should
going to
do.
say,
I don't know if you will, man.
otherwise Dan's just going to scout
Alright.
on top of
I've
it.
got a hempen rope, 50 feet.
I got hempen rope as well. Yeah, I throw my rope down.
Yeah.
I get up. You don't have to roll for that, do you?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
You're
all
up.
good.
All right, you're up. Let's
Alright,
go.
On
so
top of
the
the
three of you are up on top of the labyrinth now, and as you instantly on top, you can see the dead end of the path on the opposite side of that wall that you just climbed up. There's just like traps and spikes and all these sort of like walls with arrows and everything. It's doesn't look fun, and
Right.
you just completely avoided
Did I do good?
running into that at all.
Awesome.
So you guys make your way towards the portal.
So yeah, so we can see the configuration of the map. So it's pretty easy walking now, isn't it? So we
Yeah.
go around here. We might have to back a couple of times, but we like.
Yeah, it's like okay, you make your general way. About halfway, you reach this point where the actual like top of the labyrinth is just covered in webs. And like cobwebs and everything. It's actually starts to get thick enough that you have to start cutting through it with your sword.
Then, using my tracking abilities, the Thessal Hydra didn't go this way.
No, so you've been trying to keep your eye on like where the Thessal Hydra goes, both from the ground and like it literally looks like what the Thessal Hydra does, due to its sheer size. It literally crawls to the entrance of the labyrinth, and much like you guys did, climbs over that wall.
Just walk.
But rather than going across the top of it or anything, it looks like it just goes like that, just in a dead straight line towards the pillar with the purple light.
So it does a wavy caterpillar type motion.
Because it just beelines it. It doesn't do any sort of avoiding of any traps or anything. It just goes. It just walks across. And at some points, there's no, like, top of the wall to walk across. So it goes back down into the labyrinth in that section and then climbs up the next wall that's straight in front of it.
We should follow the way it goes.
Yeah, I agree.
Clearly, it knows where the traps are.
Yep.
Also, let's not go any fucking near that spider.
All right, sounds good. So we're just going to follow the way that the Thessal Hydra goes.
Yeah, perfect. So you're going along that way. You're, like, trying to skim along the outskirts of this big, like, cobweb section. Like, you can see that there's straight up just, like, other assorted viscera in there, like, cocooned up.
Oh dear.
Um,
Is there any of it has treasure?
You do see that there's like what looks like a couple of like remains of what could be warriors of past.
They probably wouldn't be bringing treasure in, would they?
No.
Yeah, there's some rough bits of like very damaged armor, mainly for the fact that the chest piece on this one particular skeleton has a gigantic hole in the center of it, and there's no sternum or ribs behind it. It's just
So it has
Eviscerated.
using my keen hunter knowledge, did something burst out?
it looks like something burst through and out,
Okay, so
and then back through
in
and back out,
and out.
and back through and back out.
Something had sex with it?
Yeah. Sweet.
In out,
Cecil
in out.
Hydra got his gear on.
Say no more.
Man.
All right, where are we going?
Oh, Mydra. Yes, so we're continuing on, and then all of a sudden, what's the Pokemon music?
Bum, bum.
Three
Ba-dum,
medium-sized
bum,
giant spiders.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Not like a big hunker or anything.
Yep.
Just three medium-sized
So-
spiders.
Children.
Not children. We'll say like mid to late teens of like the spider generation.
I hate teenagers.
Exactly.
Especially teenage spiders.
Teenage spider man. So three of them pop up and they're crawling along the top of these walls, headed straight for you guys.
Can I try and get 3 quick shots off with my longbow?
I think maybe you should give it back to me and do it because I've got a +2 to attack rolls.
I got a 1d8 +2 for piercing and a +6 for attack bonus.
But that's because that's my longbow. I gave it to you. Maybe you should give it back to the guy who knows how to use it. Bard.
Do you want to swap the longbow for the greatsword?
Sure.
No, that was mine originally. I gave it to him last fight.
Yeah.
So if I was carrying them both before, I can just put my longsword back in my sheath and take the bow and...
You want to try and pop a shot on one of them before they get to you?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a attack roll with your longbow.
My longbow is +6.
+6.
1d8 +2 piercing.
All right, so an 8 plus 14. Do-do-do-do. That is a hit on this one coming straight for you. How much was after that, sorry?
So the damage is 1d8 +2.
1d8 plus 2. That is 8 damage on this first one coming at you.
And it's piercing. Does that matter?
This thing is made of flesh, so it does have an arrow in it.
Good.
Let me change. That would be that. Perfect. All right, cool. Now I'll get you guys to roll initiative, because now these spiders are up on you, and one of them has taken some damage.
Okay.
So let's have a look. Did I say there were 3 or 4?
3.
Okay, cool.
Even if you did, 3.
I wanted to double check because I was like, hang on a second, I've got my notes here with 4. So
No, it's 3
by
now.
a slip of my tongue, you're now going to have less trouble in this fight.
Another one could crawl
She
up.
said.
No, I couldn't.
All right, who has left? Who has middle? Who has
I'll go left. We'll do it in the row that we're seating.
Yeah.
the way that you said it? Oh, wow, cool.
Oh, I'll take that 17.
17. Yep, there you go. So Floppy with 15.
Yeah.
So we've got Ben will be attacking after one of the spiders, then Floppy, and then Dan. And there's a spider in between there. Cool. Alright, so first up, one of these Spidey boys.
Is there a picture of the spider you can hold up?
It's a spider, Dan. I don't know what you expect.
Spider Dan. Spider Dan.
It's your run of the mill. Imagine, okay, well, one of them is a.
Who's seen Harry Potter?
Yeah, we'll say one of them.
They're
looks
just
like,
big huntsmans. Making
No,
big hairy huntsmen.
One of them's a hairy huntsman, and then another one is a a white tip,
Oh, God.
ooh.
and then another one is Daddy Longlegs.
What about a
All right, so I just want to say, you know how I fired one off before?
Yeah.
That went into the white tip.
All right. So the white tip is the one that's leading the charge. in this
Because
regard.
huntsmen can't spin webs.
I don't know. We're in a fantasy world. I don't know how much that applies.
He said it was a huntsman.
Okay.
it's a big fat huntsman.
Daddy Longlegs can't bite you, so.
I reckon if they're as big as a house, they probably can.
All right, perfect. So he is going to straight up try and bite. Actually, no. This white tip that's leading the charge is going to try and web. And since Ben just attacked it, it's going to throw a attack towards Ben. Also, Ben being towards the front of this leading the charge. So he's going to take a little attack on you.
Mm-hmm.
What is your AC?
Where do I find AC?
That's your armor class by your health and stuff?
16.
16. All right, that does not hit. So you
Stupid spider.
thankfully missed that. And
Dodge.
instead, it is back to your turn, Ben.
All right. So is he close enough for me to strike at him, or is he still a fair distance away?
Yeah, so as you were firing your shot at him, he was like sprinting towards you.
Okay.
And then now he's reached within melee range. He was gonna get an attack on you, but just didn't succeed.
Okay. So can I use my great sword
Yes.
to try and? Well, I'll attack him with the great sword.
Cool. All right, let's get an attack roll out here. That is a 5+.
Plus, what else do you need there? So the great sword has a +1.
Yep.
And then swordsmanship. Is that what I'm looking at? What am I looking up in my skills?
Oh, I mean, I don't think you're gonna hit with this roll, unfortunately, because he has an armor class of 14.
Okay, well, like I swing and I miss.
Yeah, so you take a big swing at this thing. It crawls down onto the wall you're currently like standing on. It like crawls down and then around a little bit, and then comes up the other side of the wall. And
Okay.
then now it is Floppy, your turn.
So what am I face right in front of me?
So face right in front of you, we'll say you've got Ben's butt because you're all 3 of you are on this one section.
I have a
wall.
very sturdy
How
butt.
wide is this wall?
We'll say like
3 feet?
2 to 3 feet.
Not real wide. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like if you wanted to get in front of Ben on the wall, you'd have to like move him out of the way and shuffle a little.
But there's one that's just crawled down to the side of Ben, right?
Yeah. So it's down on the wall next.
I'm gonna take my rapier and try and like just thrust straight into him and pierce him in the brainstem.
Very nice. Very nice. I like. All right. So we'll get an attack roll from you.
So what am I doing?
That is a 13 plus. What's your rapier's attack plus?
+4 and a 1d8 +2 piercing.
That is a big hit. So then 1d8 plus 2. That is a 6
Nice.
plus 2, 8 damage on this boy. This boy is
Yeah,
taking
boy.
quite a bit hits now.
Yeah, because I had him before, didn't I?
Yeah,
Is that the
this
same
is-
guy?
It's the same guy. So one of these guys has taken a lot of damage. He's looking really bloodied. In fact, we'll say as you get this hit off on it, as you like swing back, you actually catch one of its front legs.
Oh yeah.
And so it's a 7-legged boy now.
And that's where you turn to me and go, that's how it's done, boy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
Mr.
how-
Warrior here.
Yeah, that's how you sing that shit.
That's it. The daddy longlegs is going to take a turn.
Ooh.
He scuttles along and he from a distance he's going to try and web Floppy up now because at the moment, since Dan hasn't had a turn yet, he's not deeming him as a threat. Little does he know what Dan can do.
He doesn't know
Eat
Dan
his
very well.
children.
It's a dumbass spider. I don't know what you expect.
Can I like dodge?
It'll be against your AC. I believe.
Okay.
So let's get a roll here. So what's your AC?
13.
13. That just hits. All right, so let's see. How do the web mechanics work here?
Like this. Thwip.
All right, so it has a crazy thing there. So you're now like currently listed as like restrained, which means like, so basically what it's done is as you've like swung your sword back towards you, it's caught your like arm with your sword. And funnily enough, it's exactly like how you're currently with your arm, like right now. You're now like, it's like stuck to you, and you now can't move that side.
I like to really get into character. I knew this was happening. I went out, punched a wall for it.
Yeah, this is a big bit of character development we made for this one little side story we're doing. So with that, you're going to have disadvantage on attacks that you make, and you're going to have advantage against... people are going to have advantage against you for attacks, since you can't really fight back too well. With that, Dan, it is your turn.
So I'm at the back of these two dudes that are in front of me. Are there any spiders near me?
There's one to the side.
There's one on the edge of the wall.
You've got the white tip on the edge of the wall next to you. We'll say on the opposing wall on what looks to be a somewhat boring part of the labyrinth path below you. On the opposing wall is the daddy longlegs
He's on the other wall.
that he just webbed from the other side.
Okay, yeah.
And then further, like along your wall in front, is the huntsman coming straight towards
Wait,
you.
so he's on the side of the wall, or
White tip's on
top.
the side, huntsman's on the top.
okay?
Huntsman looks like the big burly dude who's just he doesn't know what
Can
to
I
do.
touch
other than go
the
straight
white
towards
tip?
you.
Am I close enough to punch him?
If you drop down to like get your body prone on the top of the wall, then you could reach it with your fists.
Thinking about punching it.
You're gonna punch the white tip to death.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna actually. Oh, I got to think it's like 60 feet here. Ray of Frost, which is a cast at will thing, so it's not even a level.
Yep,
you know,
nice.
like, it's not even a first or second level spell. It's an action, range of 60 feet, 1d20 plus 5, and if it hits, I get to roll a d8 to minus the speed or something.
Beautiful. I love it. All right, so it was D20 plus 5? My good God, man. All right, let's have a look.
I'm a bloody wizard.
12. That is a 17. That hits. What did you want to say? Because I think Ray of Frost is a... I want to say...
Wait, Ray of Frost, obviously if I can read it.
I think it's like a cone.
It says here, range of 60 feet, action. It doesn't say if it's a cone or whatever it is.
We would say it's just a line.
A
Yeah.
ray. That's what a ray is. So
We'll
yeah.
say, yeah, you can either... With the range on it, you're either going to be going for the tarantula in front or the daddy longlegs on
No,
the
I'm going
opposite
for
side.
the guy on the side, remember?
Oh, you want to go for the white tip right in front of you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We can do that.
I'm going to take one out.
All right, so with that, how much damage does that one do? 1d8 cold damage. Yeah, cool. 4 on it.
Okay.
4 damage. It is still just alive. It is like it's like
It's got minus speed though. What does minus 10 speed mean?
so it can't travel as far now because spiders have quite a large range of movement as well. They're
good.
very zippy. So yeah, it's knocking on death's door right now, and death's about to answer in over the next turn. But yeah,
I just wanted to try out these cast at will ones, see how powerful they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when you roll quite high on the D8, like they are quite worth just a little ping damage. But yeah, this guy he had just enough health to keep surviving. And with that, the huntsman boy, he's going to charge directly at Ben, who is directly in front of him on this wall. So he's going to do just a little bite attack. Let's see what he does. Ben, what's your AC again?
16.
16. He just hits you. I literally rolled a 17. All right, so he what does he do? He does 1d8 plus 3. Oh, that's a big boy.
So that's 11.
Yeah, so 11 damage on you, Ben.
Ooh.
How you doing there?
So 11 take 28 is 16. 17, sorry.
Should have said it was like a house spider. Huntsman.
Oof. All right, so yeah, this huntsman boy just straight up charges into you, and as he connects, he
Headbutts you?
he basically headbutts you, but then on the headbutt as well, he's gonna straight up like try and take a chunk out of you with his little fangs.
Right, okay.
He gets into, we'll say, your thigh, goes for a bit of a nibble, and I mean, he's a huntsman. He hasn't got any poison or anything. Like, he's
Lucky.
He's just a big annoying piece of shit.
Good. My favourite type of huntsmans.
With that, we are back at the top of the order. The white tip, he's going to take his roll first. He's going to crawl down to try and like avoid. Like, he's now at the point where he's like, "Oh shit, these guys are gonna kill me. I need to get out of here."
He's cowarding.
Yeah, so 100%. This dude's got like little to no HP left.
I could have got him.
You actually could have got him. It's really sad. He crawls down into the main section of this part of the maze, and as he does, as he hits the center of the walkway, this panel lights underneath him, and all these runes appear around it, and all of a sudden, these like arcane like hands come up, wrap their hands around the white tip, and just slowly encroach in on it. The white tip's like struggling, trying to run away, like
squealing,
using all of its little things. Do they make noise?
Sure.
Do we want them to make noise?
Yeah, it can.
Spiders make noises.
It can go, help me! Yeah, it's like,
No,
oh my
that's a
god,
witch.
I have a family! And then it's like, all of a sudden you see just like these big arcane hands just crush it and crumple it into one little like it looks like you could make it into like something from Paper Mario. Like it's 2D now.
We're just all watching that, and I just turned to Ben and go, "Yeah, it was a great idea for me to get up on this. I have to get on this wall.
It was the best idea.
That would have been us, pancaked.
Yep.
Yeah, it could have been pancake.
Were you really gonna do that to us?
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
He wants to kill us.
That's what the labyrinth is.
All right, so we'll stay up here. So it's my turn now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is your turn.
Okay,
That
Mr. Huntsman.
spider tried to get away and fell into a trap.
Okay, so I'm going to cast...
Heal.
No, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on
Hunter's mark on the huntsman.
on the huntsman,
Very
which
nice.
gives me 1d6.
That gives you a bonus d6 on
Yep.
your attack damage.
So I'm going to also, even though he's really, really close to me,
Yep.
I want to fire another arrow right into his brainstem.
Okay. I like.
Double brain scan.
It's like Legolas in the elephant.
Yep.
Is it worthwhile me casting some bardic inspiration to try and give you a buff?
Yeah, we can
sure.
do that just to make
Try
sure
it
it
out.
really fucking hits.
Yeah, like I want you to just send this thing through the brain and into his ass.
Nice.
All right. So I've got Bardic Inspiration
Yep. So you got inspiration on your attack roll.
So you've
now.
got it for 10 minutes.
and Hunter's Mark on the
So
huntsman.
the inspiration will help the attack itself, and then the hunter's mark will give you more damage.
What exactly is the hunter's
that
mark?
is.
Is that like a sword
It's a
attack?
spell.
That's the spell. Right.
Yeah, it's
All
like
right.
he sets his like quarry, and he's like, that thing.
this
I'm
guy's
gonna
mine.
kill that thing.
All right, so
can have
I've
him.
got my longbow.
Yep,
So
and you've got your inspo, so it'll be a attack roll plus, what's the bardic inspiration?
So that is inspire others through stirring words or music. I'll sing to in a second.
sweet.
Use a bonus action on your turn to grant one bardic inspiration die, 1d6, to one creature other than yourself within 60 feet, or who can hear you.
Perfect.
So
All right, so we'll get the inspiration depending on how well this goes. That can judge what you sing.
well, I've got bonuses as well with this.
Here we go. So
Jesus.
it's not a good song. It's not a good song.
I can only get to do this twice before.
Alright,
What band is
choose.
not a good song? What are you going to sing? Never gonna
I
give
am
you up.
Never gonna
He's a
let you
Rickroll.
down.
Because I like it so much, I lose distraction. I just keep jiving away instead of worrying about the giant
Start
spider.
dancing to
I
it.
start singing bop.
Okay.
Do
So
it happen.
I obviously don't hit then, right?
No, so as you do that, you go to do it, and you go to knock the arrow back, and then your arm keeps going, and then all of a sudden you just start dancing a little bit, bit of in the air, just straight up grooving.
Never gonna give you up.
And yeah, this tarantula, like you can see the tarantula's like on the wall. It's like it's just grooving a
It's
bit.
not a tarantula.
I get really worried and I start
Huntsman.
singing more intently, thinking that it's not powerful enough for you. Makes you dance more.
Yeah. And it just gets everyone really off kilter. No one's really like.
Hang on,
sure
does that
what
mean that
she
the
should be
huntsman
doing.
gets the buff as well? Enjoying it?
With that, I believe it was I think it's Floppy's turn.
Yep.
Yeah,
Floppy's turn.
it's Floppy's, and then it's the Daddy Longlegs, then it's Dan,
Mhm.
then it's the
Huntsman again.
Okay, so I've realised that this whole bardic inspiration thing may have not worked as planned. I'm probably going to panic a little bit and try and throw my dagger into this old huntsman, mate.
This
Yep.
is going to end up in my back.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm going to try and aim for just under Ben's arm, so like it goes, like it would like swoosh his shirt
Okay, nice.
to go through and straight into the. It is the huntsman, isn't it, that we got?
Yeah, so
I've
the
also
huntsman's
only
in
got
front of you.
17 health
Yeah, no,
points
you'll be
left.
fine, man. I'm good.
It's about as much as I start with, mate.
I'm good with throwing daggers.
Okay.
Alright.
I can
Perfect.
throw a dagger 20 feet or up to 60 feet with a disadvantage. How far away is it, by the way?
This thing's within 10
It's like
feet
right in front of
easy.
me.
Oh, I was kind of hoping for the disadvantage.
I bet you were.
Alright, so this is just a normal attack roll on it.
Yeah,
Plus
so,
whatever you get on your dagger.
so my dagger is +4 and 1d4 +2 of piercing.
Cool, so +4, so 16, that is a hit.
Yeah.
And then what was your damage again?
Armor. No. Where's my damage?
What was the dice after the
Oh, 1d4 +2.
1d4 plus 2? That is 2, so 4 damage.
Got him with the dagger.
Does a little hit on him.
Do you know where it hit him?
We'll say one of his many eyes.
Oh, blinded him.
So straight into, we'll say, the
I know what song you're gonna sing,
leftmost eye.
Okay.
And he's like if a spider could talk, it'd be the like equivalent of like
Shit.
Fuck shit, there's an eyelash in my eye. like he's like, oh man.
Oh, so it's like...
Ah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like not enough to actually like really like it's not someone punching you in the eye. It's like, oh man.
It's like, whatever, mate. I've got 7 more. Bring it on.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Alright, sweet.
With that, it is now the Daddy Longlegs' turn. The Daddy Longlegs is going to try and leap over to your guys' wall. It's going to try and get onto Dan. Let's see how he goes. So, Dan, what's your AC?
My AC is 12 plus 3.
I don't think you have the +3 anymore. I think that was an armor that you had last time round.
Yeah, I think that might have been an armor from last
12.
time. 12. This boy is going to land on you. So what he's done, this Daddy Longlegs. So imagine a big Daddy Longlegs, which is very gross. He's going to leap across this part of the cavern, this labyrinth maze pathway, and leap from his wall over, and he's going to land on top of you. Basically, all he does with his turn here, he lands on top of you and knocks you down, so you're on your back prone.
Just he's on top of me. Going,
And he's on top of you. He isn't like attacking or anything because that was his action to land on you.
So he's left himself open with hot hands here.
Yes.
And
So he's over the top of you with all of his legs and his skinny body.
All of his vulnerable bits.
Yeah.
Big old belly.
You're in the underbelly of a daddy long legs, which isn't a big belly,
No.
but like
No.
it's like it's a little beer gut.
What does Mage Hand do? It just says action 1 minute. I don't know how
A mage hand's like a moving objects type thing.
Yeah. But you've got a spell to possibly light him up.
We're here. Oh yeah, heaps of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to work out all these. Is it my shot now?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay,
your
cool.
turn.
You want shocking grasp?
Is
I've
it
got
shocking?
burning hands.
Oh, I thought that was burning hands. I thought that said scorching grasp. But yeah.
You need to touch. I might as well. Oh, it's good for against metal because it's shocking.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm gonna go for burning.
Oh, hang on, maybe don't, because that's a 15-foot cone and may fry me.
Well, if he's underneath him, it's
Yeah,
going to be
straight
going
up.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah,
sweet.
straight up. What? Okay, so I'm gonna do burning hands, which is an action. 15-foot cone straight up through its face.
Jesus.
What does dex save mean?
So the spider has to make a dex save against it.
So I have 3 times d6s and it's fire damage.
All right, Jesus Christ.
How
yeah,
close
this
are we
could
to you?
Seriously.
No, it's all right, we're fine.
Okay.
It's just what I clarified before.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I hit so I'm on my back and it's straight. I'm like basically kissing it. I'm like,
He's
Yeah.
just going, Shoryuken!
no, it's
Right.
just more of like this. My hands already like I'm already like this, like trying to shield my face. My hands just like something goes.
I like the idea of you doing a
And I go, that's only one
dragon
Brayden.
uppercut.
All right. Well, no,
No, he's doing a deck save.
I rolled the spider's dex save. What's your spell DC that it has to beat?
The DC thing at the top.
Yeah,
13.
13. It does not. So it's going to take all of this damage. So burning hands. That
What does
was
modifier mean? Do you need to know that?
3d6. What's the modifier you said?
Modifier +3. +5 on DC 13.
Yes. Yeah, that's
That
all
makes
good.
sense. Okay, cool. So
Alright, cool.
3d, and it's fire damage.
3d6 fire damage. Here we go. Let's see
Something
how this
interesting.
boy takes this. It does a decent chunk of damage to this boy. Let's get.
And doesn't
that
get it off
down.
me.
Does it get her off?
We'll say like his goal now, like he can't move until
He's on
his
fire.
turn. He's on fire above you.
That's okay. I'm a wizard. I'm immune to fire.
And he's like squealing, and he wants to move, but he
I'll hold
can't
him.
until
I'm
his
gonna
turn.
Oh, wait. So I've got a movement now, haven't I? Because I haven't moved.
You can move to. So half your movement will be used just to get up from prone. So you'll like just pull yourself out from under.
Yeah,
him
so
and
I'm
then-
just going to get up as much as I can so I'm not under him.
Yeah.
As much as I can be standing in front of him. So he's right in front of me.
Yeah.
Ben's in front of him. He's in between me and Ben. Ben's not even facing him.
No, isn't Floppy in between us?
Yeah, it'd be floppy
Yeah.
then.
Oh,
Ben.
fully, yeah.
So at the moment on this wall, we've got
Huntsman?
We've got Dan, Daddy Longlegs, Floppy, Ben, Huntsman.
Yep.
Okay,
That's-
man, it's quite toasty here.
This wall.
I would like the spider to have also squealed in pain when I did it.
It 100% does. Like,
Alright.
if the one on the other end was like, oh man, shit my eye. This one's like, holy fuck, I'm on fire.
And I had a blast of fire rain through my head.
Yeah. So that's where he's at the moment. Now it is the Huntsman.
If I was the huntsman, I'd leave.
If I was the huntsman, I'd want to crawl around the side and try and help my friend who's on fire.
I don't think spiders help each other, eh?
Sure they do.
I
Why
mean,
wouldn't they?
I've seen Charlotte's Web.
Yeah. Son of a pig.
Never have.
Haven't you?
Top
Nah,
pig.
lying, of course I have.
I was
Yeah,
going to
labor.
I mean, it's not like it's anything amazing.
I grew up in the 80s.
That's true. Yeah, you guys had the original.
Spider dies.
There's a little
Spoiler.
remake.
Yeah, there was a like 2000s version.
I think
course
we're
there
off, we're off topic, sorry.
Anyway, yep. Whose turn is it? Huntsman's.
It is the Huntsman's turn.
What's he
He is
gonna do?
going to straight up. Well, he can't do anything other than bite because he's a huntsman.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of his whole deal. So he's going to straight up try and take a chunk out of Ben.
Again.
Let's see how he goes. What's your AC, Ben?
16.
16. That
I
does not. Oh,
Oh.
am going to come in with cutting words.
oh, okay.
Like, you're a dickhead, mate.
I'd be like,
Oi, hey, fatso!
so you know how to use your wit to distract and confuse others. So when a creature that I can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, I can use my reaction to expend one of my uses of Bardic Inspiration. Rolling a Bardic Inspiration die, subtract the numbers. Yeah, I'm just going to distract the shit out of him. He's been
Yep.
like, what?
So he was going for this attack, and as he goes to take a bite out of him, insult his lineage.
I did this. Your mother, was it smells like a hamster or elderberries or something?
Your mother was a fly.
Your mum lived under my toilet seat.
And he's about to take this bite, and he stops and goes, "The fuck you say?" Just straight up, just like looks around Ben to look at you, like
Turns his head even though he doesn't have a neck.
And I give him the Vinnie Barbarino. Hey.
nice. Ben, it is your turn.
Alright, so he just stopped.
Yeah, he
he
was
was distracted.
gonna take a bite, and then
He's just like, "Buh?"
he's like, "Dude, what?"
Okay, longbow time again.
All right,
First
I'm
you
gonna-
don't succeed, keep on doing.
That's how that works.
So I've
Don't
still
you
got
have,
bardic
like, swords
inspiration.
and shit?
Yeah, but the bow's doing a lot more damage than the swords.
Yeah, true.
Slow down, Legolas.
All right, so we're
Alright.
gonna do another attack on him.
Yep.
Let's see how this goes. That is a 8+.
8 plus
Your
6. Modifiers the attack bonus, was it? No?
Yeah, so the attack bonus.
Plus 6.
So 14.
Yep. Plus bardic inspiration.
Plus, I believe your proficiency as well.
Proficiency.
So that'd be 16.
It's plus 2 proficiency.
Yep. So 16 for that
16. Yep.
one.
I didn't do my attack
So-
bonus and my ray of frost.
16 hits. What damage does that one do?
1d8 plus 2 plus another 2 attack rolls. You gain a plus 2 attack rolls you make with the ranged weapon.
Is that with the
Fighting style. Archery.
Oh, this is interesting. So you've got your fighting style, but then this one is also going to be the first time you get your Hunter's Mark extra damage on him.
Yep, correct.
So the Hunter's Mark damage was that's an
Hunter's
extra
Mark,
D6 or something, wasn't it?
I believe so. Where is it? I'll type it here. 1d6.
Yep. So you get a D8, a D6, and then what's this fighting stance you've got?
Fighting style archery, you gain a plus 2 to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons included.
All right. So you extra hit him.
Yeah.
Like you it's going straight into this guy's head.
Yep.
That's what that stems down to.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how he goes. Ooh.
That's pretty good.
Nice. This guy has taken a lot more damage now.
So that's his, like, defense.
So he has, for that at least. I'm just going to explain it so you guys learn D&D a little bit more. Like he was sitting at 22 HP. He's now sitting down at 11, and he's got an arrow sticking out hit the top of
His
why does it
face.
have skulls,
No, they have exoskeleton.
exoskeleton. So
So it's out of his meat.
Yeah, it's out of his meat. But yeah, and then that is Floppy's turn.
I think we should have a break now, because I need to go to the toilet.
Right. And
We are
we'll be
almost
back.
done with this fight.
Just
No,
finish
no.
up the fight.
Can I grab the arrow that's sticking out of his head and just...
You wanna like mash his brains up a little bit,
Yeah, I just want to reach forward, grab it,
like a blender.
give it a bit of a twist, give it a yank, and then stab back in.
You know what? I'll give you that. That's we'll say it's like an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. So we'll go with the attack. 12, and we'll say as a bard, like you're pretty good with improvised weapons, just from like bar fights.
I have
and-
nimble fingers.
Yeah, you're quite delicate. You've done a bit of cooking in the past. You know, bit of
Stirring the pot.
mix and mash. So we'll say you get a +2, which just hits its AC. Having a bit of Calvin Bowl with it, it's fine. So we'll say that hits. We'll say it does a D6 of damage, because, you know, it's mashing around an arrow in its skull.
Fair.
And that's an extra 3 damage.
Sweet.
I like that.
So he's on 14.
To get a couple
That's
more
good.
eyes.
No,
Good.
he is not on 14, he's on 8 HP.
Oh, he's
That's
on
how-
8?
Yeah, he
that's
was
how
on
math
11
works.
Oh, I added, didn't I?
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, no,
Yes, the healing powers of an arrow to the brain.
Yes, my favourite.
And with that, it is the Daddy Longlegs' turn.
Mm-hmm. Who's on fire.
The Daddy Longlegs is on fire. His main prerogative is to stop being on fire.
Surely he gets some damage.
Yeah,
that.
he's going to take some little bit of fire damage from
Yeah,
it.
good.
So that's all right.
I've played Pokemon.
That's how that works. It comes across. So with that, he's going to take his little bit of fire damage, and he's going to scuttle down onto the side of the wall, and he's beelining it, trying to get away from here. He is continuing along the wall, though. He's not going down onto the path like the other one did, where it actually ended up straight up murking itself. And so he's just going to use all of his speed to get away. And he's still on fire a little bit, like at the end of his turn, but not enough that like it's gonna keep going. Like it looks like the fire is about to be going out since he's like running away. That sounded lovely. The cast on the microphone.
Oh, did it? I didn't even feel that I hit it. Sorry.
That's understandable. That's all good. It is Dan's turn. So what do you want to do?
So knowing Dan like I know Dan, he would want to he would want to eviscerate this thing.
Yeah. So the huntsman or the daddy longlegs?
Well, what has more success of hitting, considering he's at the back? Like the huntsman's...
He's going to have a struggle with hitting stuff with you guys in between.
Exactly, so we should probably go for the daddy longlegs just to send a lesson.
It's right in front of him, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the daddy longlegs, he's closest to it. He's still not super far away. He can still fire off a shot at him.
All right, so maybe he can fire off a ray of frost again.
Ray of frost?
Yep.
Is that going to heal it, though, because it's on fire?
Well, no, because ice burns. Plus, he's also got a +5 on it, I think.
Cool. All right, so we'll go with either... I'd say you'd want to go with either like Ray of Frost or Magic Missile, something simple.
Yeah, well, we might use one of his spells just in case he actually wanted to
Which
use them later.
Which one uses a spell? Is it Ray of Frost or Magic Missile?
Magic Missile does.
Okay, so we won't use that.
So Ray of Frost,
Ray of Frost
is a +5, and it does 1d8 cold damage.
+5 to a 19. Damn. Freaking hits. And what was the damage again? It was...
1d8 cold.
1d8 cold.
But it also says here, d20 +5, if hits roll d8 -10 speed.
Yeah, perfect. So it's also going to make it slower to try and get away, which is handy. It does a little 3 damage to it. It is absolutely squealing. It is not having a fun time. It is close to death, but still trying to run away.
Okay, so it's sort of like dragging 6 of its 8 legs.
Yeah.
Well, actually, sorry, 4 of its 6 legs, because it's not actually a spider, it's an insect. There you go. A little bit of botany for you. Botany's plants, kids.
The huntsman, now being absolutely rough and tumbled, what it's going to try and do, and this is interesting, I don't know why it's trying to do this, but this is just...
You do, you're the dungeon master, you're making this up. Don't try and pull one over us.
This is like one of those things where it's like, why did I think it would do this? And it's like, oh, okay, this is fun. It's going to try and grapple you and then roll onto the path below.
Oh.
It's taking you down with it.
Oh, it's a suicide. It's a kamikaze spider. I shouldn't use that. That's not a good phrase. Sorry, I apologize.
So he's going to roll a grapple against you. So you're going to roll a d20, and that'll be your strength modifier.
My strength modifier?
Yeah.
So these are my saving throws, right?
Yes.
Okay, so my strength modifier is my proficiency bonus, which is +2, +5 strength. So +7 altogether.
Good God. +7 to whatever this is. I will roll mine first. All right. So you have to beat a 14. Perfect.
20.
Perfect.
20 altogether. Thank you very
So
much.
with that is a lovely little 20 to beat this guy's grapple. So he goes to grapple you with his front 2 legs.
And I just punch him in the face.
You just get out of here. No.
Grab his legs.
No. I see him coming in. He's up on his legs and he's going. He's coming in to get me, and I just go charge up my fist, and I jump in the air and uppercut him. And go Shoryuken and do a spinning dragon uppercut.
You know what? I'll let you do this because he was kind of going to fall, but since he's got the momentum of his grapple fall anyway, and your turn is next, I am going to let you just straight up punch him. So let's see how your melee attack goes. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Your melee attack, you actually managed to hit him. So with that, a melee attack I think is just like a plus, that is the D4.
Hang on, do I have any, a melee attack? Would I have any bonuses there?
I don't think you do just because you're more ranged weaponry.
Okay. So what would it be?
It would be in your... I think it's just adding your strength modifier.
So +5. Plus proficiency.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Sure, let's go with that.
We'll go with that because
it's a +7 altogether.
+7 on whatever this is.
1.
You know what? If anyone else was keeping track, he had 8 HP.
So I just dragon uppercutted a huntsman and killed him. Yeah!
And then its body has then, because of the momentum it had, proceeded to go and land in the pathway on the ground next to it. This is the opposite path of the one that got pancaked. So this one goes and its body lands limp and dull, and nothing seems to happen in the path below. And then what you can see of this pathway, all the stone tiles that are on the ground start like, it's like a wave as they all flip like in on each other, and it becomes like a little like blender of like stone square tiles. And then the second they like converge on where this huntsman has landed, it just gets absolutely like mangled, like you know when you like people shove like bodies into wood chippers and stuff. It's that, but with a tarantula and stone.
Right.
So
Just a question.
Yes.
As they ripple towards, is this ripple going towards where our object was, or was it coming from where our desired places?
How this path worked, the stone tiles, it looked like they actually were all like, imagine the opposite of a ripple, where a ripple, everything goes out from it.
Oh, okay.
It's all going in towards where that body landed.
Gotcha.
So does it act like a mulcher?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
And
missed it. The huntsman went to jump on me and grapple me, and I did a dragon uppercut and killed it. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It was
pretty cool.
amazing.
So all the spiders are gone?
No, we still got the daddy longlegs.
There's the
'cause
daddy
we-
longlegs who's trying to run away.
We knew you'd want to use your ray of frost, and you froze him in space, and he's got like 1 HP left. So you can.
Oh, did you do me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go.
Yeah, we got around to your turn. That's all right.
Sorry. Okay.
Floppy, it is your turn. And the only thing left is off behind Dan, further back on the wall. You've got the daddy longlegs trying to run away.
And how much HP has he got left?
He's real low.
Okay.
Real
So
low.
you could heal me if you wanted.
So I could, or I could throw a dagger, pinpoint accuracy, and take him out, pin him to the wall. Or
Sure.
can I throw my rapier at him?
You would be at risk of losing your rapier to the path below.
I'm good enough. It'll stick him to the wall.
No, you won't. You'll lose your rapier.
We can give it a go if you want.
Yeah, I'll give it a crack.
All right, here we go.
What's going to go wrong?
All right,
You lose your rapier.
It's all good. I'll get it back.
No, you won't. You want to go down to the blender.
Nah, man, I won't go down there.
How are you going to get it? It's not a boomerang.
No, it's going to stick into the top of the wall as I pierce his head to it.
Floppy's very confident in this dice
Yeah, man,
rolling.
I'm good.
Hang on. Just before.
Tie a rope to it.
Just before. I'm sure I have something.
There's definitely something.
Please,
I
God,
can
let
do.
me have something, he said. I don't trust this bard's overconfidence.
Oh, no, I don't have anything.
You can give yourself inspiration if you want to sing something while you do it.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to sing a little bit of Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
All right. So with that, you'll get your inspiration with it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's see how this goes.
As I pull out my rapier. Dun, 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 dun.
So, I mean, that's its AC. It hits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it hits. We'll see if
it shunks into the wall.
If the damage means it hits into the wall. So what's your rapier's damage?
Plus 4, and then 1d8 plus 2 piercing.
1d8 plus 2 piercing. All right. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay.
+2.
So +2. It's a 3. It does 3 damage to it. 3 damage is just enough to actually kill it.
I timed it perfectly. I didn't want to waste
So
anything.
as this thing is trying to like crawl away on the wall, you singing Eye of the Tiger, throw your rapier towards it. It pierces into the spider, but doesn't quite pierce far enough to pin it to the wall. And the spider tumbles to the floor, rolls down onto the path. It looks like it's fine. It looks like it'll be okay. And then the stone tiles start rippling towards it.
Oh, I don't know.
They ripple straight towards it. And then as it reaches the daddy longlegs and your rapier between it, you see as it crunches, like, this is now like imagining in slow-mo. It crunches each of the, like, daddy longlegs, long spindly legs, like, reaching towards its body. And as it reaches its body and the rapier between it, it drops and sinks down beneath the tiles. And you hear metal crunching.
I was just like, man, what are the chances?
I'd like to slap the bard in the face.
I'd be like, hey, Chippendale, Any chance I could borrow that longbow of yours? mate?
No, no, you can't.
I promise I won't throw it.
You're all on your own now. I hope you die.
With that, you've
It was
solved
his sword.
you've solved the spider puzzle,
Yeah.
Oh, good puzzle, that one.
and
Was that a puzzle?
And we're gonna it's a stupid joke. And then we're gonna take a quick momentary break so that other people can go pee, grab a quick drink, and we'll be right back after these short messages.
Pretty
There's no
sure.
messages.
I'm going to get berated.
I can make messages.
You can make messages.
I'm going to beat up our bard.
Bless. So we'll be right back in a moment.